Welcome back. He sounded like he's gonna spit up. You do that on the floor. Welcome back to my channel. Today is May 7th. It's a Sunday. Cue the intro. There's not too much going on today. Scout, are you eating my hair? Don't eat my hair. That's not edible. Weirdo. It's like pulling out my ponytail back there. Anyways, I thought I should pick up to vlog. I didn't get a chance to do that yesterday because I was so tired yesterday. I'm really stuck. Alright, I'll do it like this. I had a busy week, and on Saturday I had to work all day yesterday. And I just kind of figured that I just really needed to play The Sims. I needed to have some downtime. I ended up not picking up the camera at all. I really needed some me time. I had about, 2 hours before I went to bed, but still, that was really nice. And then I worked all day today, and just chilling with my cats. Well, with this cat. I thought I would come on and talk a little bit what's going on with Tucker. I took him to the vet last fall because he started coughing in July, and I thought, why not let it play out and kind of like, just don't panic at first, because that's like what I like to do. Because of this little guy, I just end up panicking. Every time they sneeze, I'm like, okay, get the vet visit. They're like dying, but no. I ended up taking him in last September, I think. And they said the coughing is probably just, it sounds like hairballs, or or the air is dry or something like that. Try to, change the filter, try to give him hairball medicine. So I, went home and I gave him the hairball medicine, and he threw up and there was no hairballs. So I didn't want to give it to him if it's just gonna literally make him sick. So about a week later, he's still coughing, and I'm like, okay, so I take him back to the vet. And they said, okay, well, I think they gave him medicine at the time, but I really don't remember. His weight was down just a tiny bit. Like, he went from like 16 pounds to 15 pounds at the time. And it's like, okay, well, he's a really big cat, so losing that weight was not like a big deal at the time. Fast forward to January, and he's still coughing. So I take him back to the vet, and the vet said, okay, well, let's just give him an x-ray right away. So they give him an x-ray, and what they found on an x-ray was not good. His heart looked funny, and it looked like there was something going on with his lungs in that area, like in the, right here, like his chest area, and it looked like there was something going on there. So she said, okay, well, we need to get, further testing done. And so I was like, well, I'm not sure, because it was going to be like an ultrasound on his chest, and I'm like, well, I don't know, because I don't want to make him worse. I flip-flopped back and forth for a long time about it. So finally I ended up saying yes, but I would only do like certain things. So they did the ultrasound. And so after they did the ultrasound comes back, the ultrasound technician, whatever, she thought that it looked like it's probably like an infestation. She said it looks more like lung worms than anything, which grossed me out. Like, what? Who knew that there was such a thing as lung worms? But I had such a big relief. I'm like, okay, well, if that's all it is, I'm so glad I did the ultrasound, blah, blah, blah. He was treated for about 3 months. He had antibiotics, steroids, I think that's about it. But he was on like 2-3 different medicines. He still was having symptoms, but his symptoms were seeming to improve. So she said, since he's still having symptoms, but he's improving, let's give him some more medicines. So we did. So, and that ended up being about 3 months after January. So where are we? February, March, April. So yeah, this is like March or April. I took him back. So since he was seeming to be better, and I was like, well, is this normal? Maybe he's coughing up lungworms or something like that, some sort of parasites. This is so, it still grosses me out to know that I know, you know that they're like, it's gross, I don't want to talk about it. He was seeming to improve. I took them both back in for their yearly checkup. And I was like, okay, well, he's still coughing a little bit, so I want to see if he's improving. I want to see how much he's improving. Does he need more medicine or what? So so I gave him an x-ray again, and it comes back worse. It's more cloudy, and his heart looks bigger, and it wasn't good. This was about 1 month ago. About a month, almost a month and a half ago. And he has been consistently losing weight. And even though he's not getting weight, I know for sure that he is losing weight still. Now, I got so sad. He always greets me at the door, and he always waits. He follows me into the bedroom, and he waits for me to change his clothes, and he'll lay on the floor, and he'll just sit up. Like, he waits for me like a dog. It's so cute. When he was looking at me, I have the picture right here, but when he was looking at me and I looked down at him, he's like a big cat, so he usually has a belly, a round belly, but his belly is just sunken in. There's no belly at all. I can see his bones. I can maybe not see him that much because, he's very sleek looking, but I can definitely feel his bones when I pet him on his spine, on his ribs. It's something that I have never been able to do on him. He's always been a really good size, he's fat. He was always fat, so for the most part. So he went down from 16 pounds to 14 pounds last time I took him in. And I'm sure he went down quite a bit. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure when the last time it was that I saw him eat. I'm not sure if he's eating. My mom suggested that I should get him some wet cat food, which I think that I'll be doing that tomorrow, just to make sure he's getting something. I mean, I know he's really bad. I know his time is really soon, but at the same time, I want him to stay with me for as long as possible. He's my first cat. I'm attached. When I first found out, I was a mess for a very long time, and I'm not much better. Obviously, I'm not much better. He's my first cat. He's only, cats live 15 plus years, sometimes 20 years. He's only about 10, 11 years old, and he's in heart failure. His lungs are filling up with fluid, and there's nothing else that I can do. I tried so... It's been close to... It's almost a year since he started showing symptoms. Even if I took him in as soon as he started coughing, I don't think that would have made a difference, because I think that he's had this for years and we have never noticed. My mom and I looked it up, and basically they have whatever they have, but they don't show symptoms until, possibly years later, and then it's too late once they start showing symptoms. So he's most definitely really bad and on the decline, and I'm so sad. So, I work 10 plus hours every day, and so I'm like, well, what am I gonna find when I come home at this point? He's not to the point where I'm like, I need to put him down. more than likely going to come a time when I need to do that. But at this point, he's seeming to be content. I mean, occasionally he makes me really nervous. He's working really hard with his stomach rather than his chest, like an asthma attack almost. So like he's trying to pull it in as hard as he can with his stomach, and that's not how you breathe, obviously. So it's almost like he's having an asthma attack. When he does that, then obviously he's not comfortable, but for the most part he's seeming to be content, and he's seeming to be happy-ish. Yeah, he's seeming to be happy. I'll say he's seeming to be happy. So yeah, I want to keep him around for as long as possible. He's my baby. Like, yeah, I don't want to think about it, but I have to. It's so hard knowing, because I have to prepare myself. But how do you prepare for it, you know? I've never had to do this before. He didn't Scout. He's my first one, Scout's my second one. And I really thought he's been so good with all of his checkups, like from the time he was born. Scout's the one who's had issues, and Tucker is the one who has been really good up until these past few months. His heart sounds good. The vet even says his heart still sounds good, even though they know that there's a problem with it. Within the x-ray, they can't hear anything wrong with it. It only shows up on the x-ray. With his lungs now, they said when he breathes, it's a little bit funny, like raspy, almost, I don't know what they said, like sandy almost or something, but my poor baby. But yeah, that's what's going on with him. So, and he's the best. He greets me at the door like a little dog. I'll have to video it. But when I come home, he'll greet me at the door, and I look for that every single time I come home now, because I'm like, when he doesn't do that, that makes me nervous. I'm like, okay, where is he and what's going on? So, yeah. Hopefully he'll be around for another couple of months. The vet said she thinks that he could be around for 6 months last month. So, let's see what happens. I don't know. It's a downer of an episode. I guess, thank you so much for watching. I guess this is where I'm going to leave the video. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as you could. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you made it this far, comment purple. I'm wearing a purple shirt. Yeah, see you in the next one, guys. Bye.